Hey guys, how's it going? I've gotta say, uh, Black Widow's pretty solid. Or at least the miniseries by Marjorie Liu. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's pretty good. It's fun. Unfortunately, I was only able to catch the first, issue 3 and 4. I think her run was, well, if you can call that. It was only 5 issues. Somebody else picked it up for the next 3. They weren't that good. Let's leave it at that. They were not that good at all. But considering the fact that they're making a Black Widow movie, um, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'm interested to see what they'll do. But I kind of feel that Black Widow would work really well as a miniseries, like something on Netflix. A really neat spy thriller that just happens to be set in the Marvel universe. And the reason why I say that is in these 2 issues, it pretty much sums up what makes it fun. For one, the art is really cool. I think the guy's name is Daniel Acuna. Man, I know I'm saying that wrong. But it has this really neat spy noir style on it. And that's the thing. The art's really good. It's really unique, really stylized. Um, this fight scene between Black Widow and Elektra is pretty cool, and there's the interactions between the two. Um, it's it's not like, hey, we're girls, yeah, girl power, all that type of stuff. No, they're 2 assassins that have mutual respect between each other. Even the fight scene choreographed looks really cool. Like, there's a scene, she shoots Elektra deflects it with her knife, or was it kunai? Is that what it's called? Or, those little assassin blades or whatever you call them. And it's just like 3 or 4 pages of just a straight up fight. I always loved when people did that. Like, they draw outside the panels, and the panels have like red bordering trim around them, and the dialogue boxes do a neat job of making Elektra just more than just an assassin. That's kind of always been the thing. Like, she's just really cold-hearted, doesn't really have a personality. This comic does a good job of showing how we view her, and showing her internal monologue. There's a sense of like loneliness, sense of like longing for family and happiness in this book, in both of them. But kind of showing that that'll never really be possible for a character just because of the life she lives. Uh, there's a lot of that in there. There's even a moment when there's like some agent that's supposedly like really cold blooded at what she does, and she scares the living daylights out of her. It's pretty. And then this guy, I don't know who this guy's name is, the guy with the scarred up face. He's pretty cool. You just get a couple interactions between the two. And that's one of the things. She shows that, she's vulnerable but really strong, right? She's good at what she does, but she's human. And I feel like comics right now, they couldn't do that. They couldn't show them failing. They have to be the Mary Sue, good at every single thing. And that's not a well-written character. Man, I really like this art. Yeah, so she finds one of the guys that she's hunting for that sold her out, and has all the assassins coming after her and the people that she's affiliated with. This continues on to issue 4. I'm probably going to try to go back when I get the chance and get issue 1 and 2 and 5. This is a good cover. This is a good cover too as well. I like this. I like that a lot. Once again, previously, whatever, it might have been a little too much exposition. That's a cool panel for the cover though. It really catches your eye. Man, really stylish. I like the whole way her character looks in this. You get a flashback back to when she was in Russia, and then you get a present day. This scene right here. This is something of like kind of like a James Bond movie. Yeah, starts right here. Lady comes up. She's an agent signed assassinator. She's Lady Bullseye. And what happens in here? She says, "You should thank me for not shooting you in the head, Natasha. You have gave me more than a few opportunities at the train station in Paris, She plays dumb, all this type of stuff. And there's a moment in these 2 pages where they're just having this dialogue, right? And she's like, oh man, she is schooling her. And she says, I like to live dangerously, while you just like hurting others from a distance. I've always wondered if that makes you a coward. If this is about the Pepper. And then she's like, forget Pepper, she'll live. I want to know who hired you to shoot her. She says, apparently that was you, Natasha. You're an evil mastermind, so I hear. And she says, well, evil enough. How are you feeling? And then she says, never better. She's like, good, we can finish this then. She's like, anytime. Think of the fun we could have on this train. So they're about to have this standoff, right? And you think, oh man, people are gonna get caught in the crosshairs, all this type of stuff. Right here, she goes from really chill, confident, to just wrecked. She's like, how do you feel now? She's like, why are you asking me that? And she realizes she's been poisoned. She says, all it takes is a moment, a touch. You never felt it. So, from here, confident, from here to, oh crap. She actually says crap. She goes from here to crying. Like, she scares the fear of God into her. And it is amazing. Even this. There has to be an ambulance that has to drive straight. Okay, back to this. Sorry about that. There's this guy, apparently knows her from the past. They have this romance, and it's not mushy. It's not mushy. And it's done well. See, if this was now, and this comic only came out like 2014, I think. No. It came out a while ago. This came out 8 years ago, 2010. 2010, okay? So we get back here, and the interaction between these two people. This would never happen, or if it was the main character, this guy would be a total wuss. He's not. He's got charisma. He's good at what he does, but at the same time, Black Widow doesn't. It's the main character, but she doesn't make him seem like he's an idiot. See, you can have a strong female lead, but why does the male characters have to be wusses? If they have to be losers, then that clearly shows that the character's not written really well. So there's some more in here, some people that knew her from her past and whatnot. This right here, these character moments is what makes Black Widow an interesting character. That's why I feel like it works so well as a miniseries on Netflix. But if they're able to capture these moments in the movie, that would be really cool too. That would be really neat. It would take a little bit of finesse. I feel like they should write it like Winter Soldier, maybe a little bit of an edgier version of Winter Soldier, and that would work well. But the really Marvel quips and all that cheesy stuff, you got to cut that out. Not everything has to be really goofy and over the top. If they did it similar to this, I would be so down for a Black Widow movie. I would be super hyped. That would be a day one for me. So yeah, guys, this is kind of the answer to the people saying you don't like strong female-led characters. Nope, that's a lie. This came out 8 years ago, and it was amazing. Unfortunately, it only lasted for 8 issues. There might have been other reasons. I wasn't really into comics hardcore like that back then. But I would have, if YouTube was the way it was and Twitter was the way it was now, I would have been like, hey guys, y'all got to get on this. But yeah, if you can get issues 1 through 5 of this run, you will not be disappointed. Alright guys, take care. Catch you on the next.